often when I tell people that I'm, often when I tell other gamers that I'm into Super Mario Brothers or Mario, I don't know, they kind of have a tendency to kind of scoff at me, or kind of like roll their eyes or whatever, like, you know, how old are you? Are you like Mario? I don't know, I got guessing because Mario kind of has that, I don't know, people think of Mario, they think of Nintendo, and they just think of, you know, safe stuff, kiddie games or whatever. But I do happen to notice that sometimes people kind of not take it all that seriously when I tell them that I like Super Mario. Okay. I'm trying to say this in a way that won't make Will angry, but Will doesn't hate Mario. He's just sick and tired of it. What I mean is, every time there's a Mario game, he feels like it's the same thing over and over again. You know, and I remember one time we were having a talk about this, and I was being a curmudgeon. I was saying, well, I know what Nintendo should do. Nintendo should give Mario to Ninja Theory. Just remake, reboot the whole thing, you know. And yeah, I was being kind of a jerk, but yeah, Will doesn't hate Mario, but he's just kind of sick and tired of every Mario game kind of being the same thing. And my response to that is, well, it's Mario. You know, it's kind of what Mario is: jumping, platforming, breaking blocks. You know, when you look at Sonic the Hedgehog, what is he doing in every game that, you know, he's in? You're running really fast. You know, Sonic's got to run. Mario's got to break bricks on his head. For me, the reason I like Mario so much, well, first, Mario is the video game character I grew up with. He was, like I said, it wasn't the first game I played, but it was the first game on the NES I played. And I grew up with him. You know, I went from the, actually, like I told you last time, the Atari 2600 had the Mario Brothers game. Then I went to the NES. I enjoyed all those titles. Then came Super Mario All-Stars when the Super Nintendo came out. I remember when I got the SNES, of course my first game was Super Mario World. For my second game I had a choice between Super Mario All-Stars or Jurassic Park. I chose All-Stars. Even though Jurassic Park for the SNES was a good game. One of the few movie games that actually were good. The reason Mario is so special to me is that it is the only video game that I played with my father. My father is not a gamer, not by any stretch of the imagination. But I don't even know how we got started, but I know it was with the original NES. I guess it was just us to try to spend time with each other. When I was really young, me and my father weren't distant, but we didn't really have did a lot together. Basically, what I'm saying is, he's, again, a great musician. I never became that musician, so I never really followed in those footsteps of my father and my uncle and my grandfather. We really didn't start bonding together until I started playing football. That's why I kind of say my younger sister got the music side of my father, and I got the athletic side, at least for a while. But yeah, the only video game we've ever played together was Super Mario Brothers 1. And I don't know how that started, but I guess it was just him just wanting to spend more time with me. And you know, every time we played, he would play Mario and I would be Luigi. And we would go through the game together, and we discovered all the little tricks and all the secrets, the pipe zone, the warp zones, and the end of the world 1-2 that would take you to world 4. The tree that take you to the top of the screen in world 4-2 that took you to the other 3 pipe zones that took you to 6, 7, and 8. Yeah, he had his little nicknames for all of Mario's powers. When Mario got the mushroom, he called that size. I got some size. Whenever he got the fireballs, we called them guns, obviously. Shooting fireballs at people. we always had so much fun playing those games together. It was just me and him and my old little TV. We turned to Channel 3 and we were just playing playing that game. We played Super Mario Brothers on the NES, and then when we upgraded Super NES, we continued playing Super Mario Brothers 1 for the Super Nintendo. Had a lot of fun. I remember one time we were playing Super Mario Brothers together, and I used to have this little stand with all my CDs. Yeah, that was back in the day when, you know, we all bought CDs. You know, once upon a time I did buy CDs. And I think I must have been in high school, because when I was in high school, I was really, really into rap music. This was during the late 90s. And I remember we were sitting there, and my dad kind of looked through the corner, and he picked a CD out of the holder of the stand, and it was a CD from DMX. And it was a cover where he was covered in blood. So my dad kind of looked at it, just put it right back. A little awkward. But yeah, that's why Super Mario Brothers means a lot to me, is because, like I say, it's the only video game that me and my father ever played together. And a couple years ago, he had his 60th birthday, and for his 60th birthday, for a present, I gave him my old Super Nintendo, along with my copy of Super Mario All-Stars. So he has it up there in his little room, his little music room, where he has his drums and his computer and stuff. But whenever he's in the mood, we always pop that little system out the closet where his little TV is, and we play a couple of rounds. I haven't played Super Mario Bros. Against him though in quite some time. I might want to do that again soon. But you know, there's my reason why Mario is important to me. You know, I know Mario may not be all that cool nowadays, all the real gamers, but he is to me for that reason. And I just wanted to share that story with you. You know, we hear a lot of bad stuff today, where video games are being blamed for everything under the sun, with all the problems of the world. But you know, video games can also bring people together, and that's my little Mario story.